Good morning, children. Again, I've returned back to our ELR class. Okay, we are again back here. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you all what you all are going to do in the next part of the chapter, the heart of a tree. Okay, in the first part, you all have done a drawing with about the with a note about how plants are important to us. Then you all have written down about the poet. Then we have done spellings and meanings. Okay, this is our first day exercise. Now our second day exercise. Since you all know that from this chapter, we will be doing only reference to context. I said you all that from ELR, we will be doing only reference to context. Okay. So, since we have got question answers in the book, I have formed two reference to context for you all, which you all are going to note down in your copies. Okay. Now, first of all, let me revise back what we have done beforehand. Okay. Now, see here, this is the picture of the tree which you all have drawn. The shape of a heart. Okay. Resembling our chapter. Now, see the next part here. How trees are important to us. You all have written down. Okay. Down the drawing, you all have written down. Okay. So, very good. Now, see here the third slide where I've given you all the picture of Banner. Okay. Since you all may not know who has written down the poem for us, that's why I've given you all this picture. Okay. Now, the second page in your copy is a note about our poet. Okay. Here I've written down the total part, what you have got to write down. Okay. You all can see here also. If you have missed out the first class, you all can see here also. Okay. Now see, after that, the poem here where I told you all last day, you all are going to write only the first paragraph. I have said you all the importance of the first paragraph also. Okay. So you all are going to note down only the first paragraph of the poem. Okay. Now the next part. Here see I have given 8 meanings, 4 from the book and 4 from within the chapter which I felt important for you all. I have explained the meanings also in my last video. So here are all the 8 meanings. If you have missed out, please note it down. Okay. You see here. Okay. Now the next part. These are the 10 spellings which I have given. Okay. Note it down. It is very important for you all. When you all write down the answers in your copy, you all will need the spellings there. And the name of the poet is very important. Learn it up because you might need it in every part of your answer. Okay. Now coming up next. Just see here. The first question. Reference to context number 1. He plants a home to heaven and I. It will be plants, okay? I have just written down with the S which is missing out there. When you all write, please note it down. You all will write one S there, okay? He plants a home to heaven and I, okay? Let us see from the poem here. He plants a home to heaven and I, okay? Now the first question, name the poem and the poet. What is the name of the poem? The Heart of the Tree. You all know that the name of the poem is? The name of the poem is The Heart of the Tree. Okay. Now, the name of the poet, I have said you all many times. The poem is written by Henry Cuyler Bunner. The name of the poet, if you write the name of the poet is Henry Cuyler Bunner, even then your answer is correct. Okay. No mistake is there. So this is answer A. Understood, children? Now answer B. Whose home is being talked about? Whose home? What did I tell you all in the first paragraph? Whose home is it? It's the poet here is talking about the home of the mother bird. Okay, when you read the poem, the first paragraph, you will find that in this line, the poet here is talking about the home belonging to Mother Earth. Okay, but we must remember here that the plant is, that the tree is not only the home of Mother Earth, a home to many living creatures, many squirrels, many animals, many small animals. Okay, every little creature who lives on the tree. The tree is a mother for them. The tree is a place, a home for them. Okay. Now see the third question. How do trees contribute to the civic good and the nation? You all have got this question in your book also. Just see here. Question number 5. See here. How do the trees contribute to the civic good and the nation? Okay. So when you all write down this question, you all can follow from your book also. Okay, children. Now see here, the answer I've given you. We can say that contribution to the civic good would be things that contribute to improving city life. Okay. Trees certainly do that. What do the trees do? Trees cleanse the atmosphere and provide habitat and food for birds, squirrels, and bats, and essential inhabitants of an urban environment. Okay, so in an urban environment, what are the essential things needed that is mainly provided by the tree? Okay, I said you all beforehand also, there are many places where houses are made of trees. Okay, there are houses which are made of wood from the trees rather. Okay, there are houses which are made on the top of the tree. People live on the tree top. Okay, in the Amazon area, I know where there are places filled with water for the whole year. There the people, they make their houses on the top of the trees. Okay, it's safe for them. Okay, so these are the ways by which they contribute to the civic good and the nation. So this is the total answer which you are going to write. Okay, now the next question, I'm just going there, please follow. See here, question number 2. Who in the hollow of his hands holds all the growth of all our land? Okay, this is the line from the poem itself. See here, you have got a question in the poem or in the exercise also. Question number 6. See here, this line is there, given there. Okay, I have just noted down this question only, but in a different manner. We will evaluate it a little more. Okay, see here, number 8. What does the poet mean by the word the hollow of his hand? Okay, what does this line mean? Question number B is discuss the line given above. Okay, discuss the line. It will be, I've written lines. Discuss the line given above. Now, number C there. What do you conclude from the above mentioned line? What do we conclude? What do we understand? Okay. What do we understand from the total poem can also be written down. Okay. Now just see here, answer it. The hollow of his hand, according to the poet, is all love and care that Mother Earth holds within herself. The hollow of his hand, what does it form when we make a hollow of our hand? The heart. What does the heart show? The heart shows all love and care which Mother Earth gives us. We should be taking care of Mother Earth too. Okay. With the seeds of the coming generation, all the seeds, the plants, they grow up and the fruits, they get overripened, and when they just get what to say busted, the seeds which fall down, they fall on Mother Earth. Now Mother Earth, she takes care of all these seeds, the seeds of the coming generation. Okay, these all seeds will grow into plants, first into small saplings and then into plants. And they in return will give us fruits, and the people coming up, the next generation, they will get fruits from this. Okay. In other words, the poet means to say that it is Mother Earth who in her caring arms holds love and care for every generation to come. If Mother Earth would not take care of the seeds which fall down from the trees, then the coming generation of trees would also not come up. And our coming generation, our human beings, would also not get the benefit from the trees. Okay, so this line, the hollow of his hands, okay, is very important in the poem. What does Mother Earth do in the hollow of his hand? He takes care of all the seeds of the coming generation. He takes care of the total generation of human beings also, okay, who are to come up. They get this total atmosphere, this pleasing atmosphere, since Mother Earth takes care of the seeds within the hollow of her hand. Okay. Now the next. The poet in this above line conveys his message that our earth, like a mother, nurtures the seeds with all care and helps it to sprout up and grow into a tree. So, the second question is discuss the line given above. What does the line tell us? The line tells us that the poet, he conveys his message that our earth, like a mother, she nurtures the seeds with all care and helps it to sprout up and grow into a big tree. The total earth is helped with its resources, the resources of the tree, and with all love and care from Mother Earth. The total earth is benefited with the love and care of Mother Earth. Okay. This is all is what I have given you. Okay. The total chapter explanation has been done. If you follow both the videos, the three videos properly, total chapter explanation you can understand very properly. After that also I'll be taking a live class also. Those who can attend, they can know the chapter more clearly. Okay. The third question, what do you conclude from the above mentioned line? What do you conclude? How can you help the earth? That is what you are to write down. Okay. The question C I have written, evaluate yourself. How you are going to help the earth. That is to be written down. Still, I just tell you, what do you do when you plant a tree? Okay. So, when you plant a tree, what do we do? Trees are our main survival tools. Okay. Only one tree which you, what to say, which only one tree which you reap on the earth produce enough oxygen for 4 people. Okay. So we can help the earth in many ways by planting only one tree, one seed each year. There are many things which comes up to the earth with the help of that one seed. What are those? Let me tell you all. One, we are purifying our air with the help of that tree. We are cooling down the streets. How? Because the tree, the small sapling grows up into a tree and it gives cool breeze to the atmosphere. Okay? It gives natural air conditioning. People, when they are tired, when they are exhausted, they sit under the tree and that's a natural air conditioner there. Okay? We save water. How do we save water? You all know that. It's an effect of ecosystem. We are saving water when we plant a tree. We are preventing water pollution with the help of a tree. Okay. We are providing shelters for all wildlife. As many animals who live in there, in your surroundings, they get a home to live in. Okay. We get renewable energy resource. Okay. The energy source is renewable there where a plant grows. we get reinforcing soil. Okay, the soil is bound up there with the help of the roots of the tree. The soil, it gets a enforcement. It is reinforced when we when we reap a tree in our environment, in our surrounding. Okay, children. So this is all I want to tell you all about this chapter. Okay, lots of help given to you all. Please help yourself out and just write down question number C for me in your own words and send it to me. Okay, send it to me in Google Classroom, which will help me to keep it up. Okay, every day, every time I do not get time for checking, every time internet also doesn't support me. As it doesn't support you all, it doesn't support me also. So I can just preserve it so that I can check it up later on also. Okay, children. Thank you.